So, I wanted to make a response video to a very popular vlogger on Facebook. Her name is ChynaFox. She made a video talking about. It was two topics, but I only really care about the later part of her video where she's talking about the failure in black men and they're not loving black women. And as usual, right out the gate, I know that these females, whether they're feminists, hoteps, swirlers, or whatever, they usually bring up these same talking points of you black men are weak, ungrateful. We've been riding for you for the longest, and we take care of your babies. We've nursed you when you was weak, and we're still doing it. And there's all this shit about what black men and women. I mean, not black women, but what black men are not doing in the community. You guys are not leaders. You guys don't take care of your kids. And a lot of the arguments fall within the Pookie and Ray Ray persona. I mean, even with with black nerds who are single fathers, my phones will act. Excuse all those updates. Even with like black nerds that I know who are single fathers, I know one who has custody of his child and he takes good care of him. He has his little. I don't know if he still has his own media production industry or company business, but I know that he's moved to New York and he's doing bigger and greater things over there. And I really kind of have to reach because I really don't see that this black nerd who isn't taking care of his kids or who isn't dating responsibly. But even in the larger majority, I'm not seeing black nerds being brought up by these women. And granted, we're not the majority of the community. But sometimes it's really hard for black nerds to dialogue with black women because it's like if I was talking to ChynaFox or I was talking to a woman who used the same talking points as her, I'm like, hey, chick, okay, you brought up that niggas ain't taking care of the kids. I don't have kids. If I did, I would damn sure take care of them. If I have a girlfriend or, I'm gonna wife her if, I'm not gonna be in a relationship for nothing. Unless it's just something for, responsible, friends with benefits. But I'm not gonna be stupid and raw dogging bitches. I mean, come on. That's not me, but I and even to add on the persona of the good black man that I would sound like on paper is that um is that I'm not having sex. And there's so many things that disqualifies me for the average conversation that sisters are having with with black men. I mean, I can't relate. I'm not the one going to jail and telling you and like you better stay loyal to me and you better wait for me in like 10 years and when I get home I better see some food on the table and you better love me the same and you need to always be riding for me and you need to spread my name across the streets that I'm alleged. Like, well, nah, we're not doing that dumb shit. I'm not doing that dumb shit. Like these women, they want like these extremes of like they're always bringing up Ray Ray and Pookie, and like when y'all niggas go to jail, like we're the ones who are who who accept your calls when nobody else does. I'm like, I can't relate. I'm not going to jail. I mean, that's something I do not think about. I don't think about going to jail or, shit like that. These women like expect these Ray Rays and Pookies to be like grateful, and it's like it's fucking like beyond my comprehension. Like, you know, I wish that the argument that the dialogue that black nerds have in the community, I wish it would change. But I'm just scratching my head, like, I don't know where I fit in the conversation. Um, when I hear, black women's dialogues, one thing I will agree with them on is that, they do deserve protection, and the protection should be, we shouldn't expect anything out of it. It's like, hey, if you, it's like, somebody hurting our grandma or hurting our mother. Like, we don't go like, hey, mom, um, some guys were messing with you, and next time that happens, you need to give me $5 for every, bad occurrence that you go through. I'm like, we don't do that. We do it out of, the respect that that's our mom, and we should see the same way as black women. Like, okay, that's our sisters, and we need to ride and die for them, and whatever. That's one thing I can agree on with the sisters, that yeah, you guys do need better protection. Um, but the issue is sometimes kind of all over the place, and it doesn't touch, because then again, it's like, what about black nerds or black suburban men or boys? Like I'm not in the black community. Granted, there are black people in my community, but they're African or the Caribbean descent. And so, yet again, the conversations aren't the same. They're not going through the issues that a black girl in third ward is going through, third or fifth ward. You know, they're not worrying about, working the track or some shit like that. It might happen, but like, there's no intersectionality for it, and I sometimes when I go to these black forums, I don't know where I fit in. Especially when it comes like what ChynaFox brought up about black love, and black men are not loving their women, and that's where I disagree, and like I disagree with her on, because it's like you keep talking about how black women, like, they don't mind damaged black men, and they're like, we accept you for how you are, and we don't care about this, and we just love you for loving you because you're a black man, and you need to uplift us, and we love you, and it's like, I wish I can understand that, because I don't get that love. And I don't, and it's like, it doesn't bother me as much as it used to be in the past. But I'm like, I see you guys, like, I can't relate. It's like, oh, what about your mom? Okay, yeah, that's my mom. What you expect her to be like? Shit. But I'm talking about, black women are just talking about crying about black love, and there's no black love, and the niggas y'all with are ungrateful, or they don't talk to you, or they you're just a rebound until they get with a white girl. I mean, like, it's like, it really does kill me when I hear this loyalty stuff from black women. Like, we're so loyal, we're racially loyal, we're waving, the red, black, and green flag and the RBG flag for you. We're the ones marching for you. Black lives matter. Like, I only date black men. And it's like, that's good enough. I'm like, look the fuck of niggas you're dating. Like, I cannot relate. I'm not these dudes that be like, who just don't give a fuck about anything. And like it's, maybe because, I don't fit in with the black community. I'm just a nerd. And there's really, like, we just don't have a place in the dialogue. That's the issue. Like, there's no place. Like, there's some things I can, like, agree on and say, but it's like this, like, you know, like the protection thing I can get. Yes. We need when I see trouble, I need to be proactive and do something. But when it comes to this love, like, I can be the so-called good black man that you want me to be. But the thing is that um, I need, I can't show it if I'm not given a chance or I'm not in a relationship. So it's like, you keep talking about this unconditional dying love, and it's like y'all don't even look at us. And just like in the video with ChynaFox, I'm like, you know, she completely kind of leaves out black nerds out of the conversation. And maybe she's, she doesn't run into us often, or it just slips her mind or whatever. But I'm like, almost dropped my iPhone. But it gets to that point to where it's like dudes are just saying like fuck it, like black nerds are just saying fuck it, because it's like we'll end up getting lumped with the Ray Rays and Pookies for speaking up. And this is where you get the YouTube flagging of black men, the censorship, and all that shit. We ended up getting lumped with Ray Rays and Pookies because we're argumentative, and we want to get down to the nitty gritty or the point of why we are rejected, and we get stupid ass reasons of, well, you're not deserving, and you have to wait for the right girl, like you cannot be like them. And it's like, okay, we can't be like them, fine, whatever, but like, do we really have to do I have to be hardcore with, like, why am I, like, does it really make sense, or is it, does it really make sense for me to be in like one relationship and then expect that girl to marry me? Because if I use that logic, women will be repelled by it. Like, if I date a girl and I'm like, you're gonna be the girl that I marry, that she's gonna be completely turned off. It, and it's like, let me say, stop saying it's like, stop starting to sound like a valley white chick or something. But anyways, these women, they just don't get it, and they expect black nerds to just be like, worry about your education, and being a good black man, and doing something profound in the black community. Okay, cool, but hey, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, I'm dating, and I'm doing both. It's like, okay, how come we can't do that? It's like they literally expect us to be like in this freaking box and just be like, oh, I'm just gonna be asexual, and I'm just going to fucking read books all day, and I'm not going to party, and I'm not going to be in relationships. I'm going to wait till I'm 30, as if my parents are guarding my virginity or something. I'm like, god damn it, these women literally think that. These women, you know, and that's why I'm kind of tired of this black men don't love you, because I just kind of like lump it over to, like, you listen to these women talk, it's basically Ray Rays and Pookies. And I just kind of just like be like, just throw it to the side. I'm like, and we show you black men all the love. We give y'all our best, and we love you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm remembering chicks who skipped out on the dates, chicks who embarrassed the hell out of me, chicks that ruined my reputation. God, I'm sorry that they're all black, but goddamn, I have to be honest. Like, I'm not seeing this love. I'm not seeing this unconditional love of, You guys are skipping over the flaws. Like that kills me every goddamn time. I'm not lying. It kills me every goddamn time. Oh, we can look over you not having money. Oh, we can look over you not having a job. We just want love. We just want love. We can hold you down. And I'm like, I'm like shit. But I didn't get any love in high school. I didn't get any love in college. You know, and they don't get it, but you know, when I tell women that, they'll just be like, be patient, and yeah, you gotta be patient, cool. But they can't formulate a good response, or like, why I or black nerds have to be, you know, rejected so much, and we can accept, women are not naturally attracted to us. That's the fuck thing about it. You have to live with that, because get what, black nerds aren't. We're not that. There's not many of us, and you know, no, and even with black nerds, a lot of them don't even want to be nerds forever. Once they get out of high school and they make their own money, dudes, they change up. They now they're wearing skinny jeans, cut up pants and shit, watching sports, playing football for their college or whatever. They ain't trying to be nerds forever, because they don't want to not getting any pussy. That's real talk. I wish that women would put nerds into the category of just saying like, hey, maybe we should give them a try. Maybe we should see what the results are. But it's still Ray and Pookie not showing you love. It's still homeboy from the corner, you know liking the white girls, but he calls you every night when he's down and out. It's like you can't really win with these females, and they can never give you a good answer. And I'm just like, fuck it, you know. And it's starting to get even harder to relate with black folks with the things that black women go through, because it's like they're crying about not being loved, and it's like, I've been trying to love you guys for years, and I'm like, uh, it just ends up going to be like, fuck it, like I'm not going to just be putting myself out there towards women who don't give a fuck about me. I mean, that's crazy. I'm not, that's freaking crazy. You know, it's not fun, and a lot of these females, they couldn't handle the loneliness and stress that I went through when growing up. And I'll admit, I was hard on Kent. Um, Kent, the YouTuber, the guy who cries about being rejected. I'll admit, I was too hard on Kent, because I can relate to him and a lot of other dudes who call themselves true force loners or whatever. I've been through that shit. I've been through that shit. I've been through coming into the black community, ostracized by day one, not being wanted, being disrespected constantly. It was one thing to get the brothers to like not like you, and this is kind of the funny thing about it, because when you're in the black community, niggas they just running to beat you up. And then in the future they realize that, like, you're the key. You're the uh, you have potential to get out. You can be the new image of black men. But with women, it's like they're a little slower. I wouldn't even say a little; they're a lot slower to mature, and you know they lose out, and they're crying about niggas not Ray and Pookie's not marrying them. I don't know. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, y'all so worried about marriage, but I remember when I was a little weak in the game, and I would talk about marriage a little too soon. Women were repulsed by it, and now they're talking about, they're waiting for the question to be popped on day one. I'm like, fuck it. Ah, boy. If I wasn't if I was stupid, I would go MGTOW. But you know, these little groups, I don't need to be a part of it. But they don't learn, you know, and I'm done with it. Fucking done. You know, black women can cry their tears out towards Ray Rays and Pookies, and you know, I'll just be in the corner, like scratching my head, like, you know, what category do I fall into? And then they'll be like, oh well, you're uppity or you're arrogant, and that's why you don't deserve love and shit. I'm like, okay, whatever, whatever.